Welcome to Charts Today. My name is David Linton, and today's edition for Wednesday, the 15th of February, comes to you from London. And we start, as always, by looking at currencies, then stock markets, commodities, and we'll finish with some tech stocks. The dollar strength is back. We're seeing here we had a pop-up yesterday and another rise this morning, activating this upside target to 102.60. That's another 1% upside. We are seeing dollar strength returning. And what's really going on here long term is that we are just breaking we've broken out, we've come back to sort of test these levels, and it looks like we're going to run away again. Finding support on the cloud on the medium term chart, dollar strength is really the key, and that's the interesting thing, is that we're just seeing that move off the dollar there, so that's really significant. Euro making new lows, and we're seeing here that we're negating upside targets as we do that. Remember, there were 4 of these targets, one off this column, one off this column, there's one off this column as well. These targets all coming off the chart, just showing that's bearishness, and so we're seeing the euro starting to come back into that bearishness, hitting that resistance on the cloud as well. So that is quite significant that we are just seeing that. If we look at the dollar yen, we see the dollar strength kicking in here as well. 2.7% upside, 117 is the target. So that's just a proxy for what's going on with the yen. Looking at sterling, big fall yesterday, another fall this morning, making new lows again. Just probably found some resistance here on the lagging line on the cloud, so we're not quite through on the medium term. And of course, if we go and activate this new downside target below 123.60, that gives us 117. So sterling looking pretty bearish still against the US dollar. And if we look at sterling against the euro, we're seeing that here it's more about euro weakness than it is about sterling strength. Dollar strength is the theme. Sterling in the middle and euro probably weakest at the moment. And looking at sterling Swiss, we're just seeing that pulling away as well. The Aussie dollar is a good one to watch also with the sterling chart, and we're seeing here making new lows, activating downside targets 159, 155. Aussie dollar strength really the theme. Taking a look at the S&P 500, we see here that we are above the cloud on all 3 time frames, really looking pretty good. So US market still pretty strong. Same with the Nasdaq, all really going up strongly. The Dow and even the Russell 2000 now breaking to new highs here, breaking out of that consolidation phase to make new levels. We're seeing the futures this morning just slightly down, but so no real heads up as to which way the US will open yet. Looking at the FTSE, bullish here on all 3 time frames, and the 250, and so that's really bullish as well. And the DAX is also above the cloud. Stock market's just generally looking really good all round. Taking a look at the Nikkei, up 1% overnight. So we're seeing again the strength returning here, bullish on all 3 time frames. And look at Shanghai, just slightly down, and the Hang Seng Index actually just now breaking through quite strongly. So we're seeing even Asian markets here looking pretty good. The Sensex, the Indian market, is also just above the cloud, and the Australian market up nearly 1% overnight, looking pretty good all round as well. So we're seeing a real resurgence in stock markets at the moment. Taking a look at commodities, Brent crude just struggling again this morning. We're really in a very strong sideways range here, 57.50 to sort of 53.70. So until we break this range, it's a bit hard to call Brent. We would expect it to be rising at this time of year, the strong start of the year, but it's just not doing it. Taking a look at US nat gas, we did recover quite a bit last night, but we're still below the cloud here, so that's looking bearish as well. Gold is one that we've talked about a lot lately, just sitting in these mid 1220s region, 1225 at the moment, just struggling to get through on the cloud, but bullish on the long run. It's recovered on this cloud, but it just short term got a little bit of bearishness, but can't quite activate this downside target to 1184. So we'll have to just wait and see. And if we look at silver, silver is still above the cloud on the short term, so that's just leading a bit ahead there. Taking a look at tech stocks, Apple had a strong showing again yesterday, really rising strongly there. Google up as well. So all in all, tech is still looking pretty strong. A few stocks like Facebook and Microsoft down very slightly, but the long-term picture is still looking pretty good. That's it for today. Until tomorrow, happy charting. See you then.